My name is Elliot. I teach master's studies at university. I'm going to pull the name of a business theory out of this hat box and explain what it means in less than 3 minutes. Agency theory. I like agency theory. It says, are you acting in the best interests of your shareholders? Agency theory is a responsibility of people who work within an organization, especially managers and directors, especially directors. And it's about decision making. It's about your own agency, why you do things. And we look at what people do. They have to act in the best interest of shareholders, people who own the organization. That's a responsibility. That's why sometimes you see organizations doing strange things that you might think are a bit odd, like not necessarily in line with the accepted norms of the day, because they have to make money. That's the responsibility to a shareholder, is you have to generate a return on investment. That's the responsibility. But alongside that sits these two things around ethics and law and so on. I have to act responsibly with societal returns on investment. That's the idea anyway. Not everybody does that. But if we just take that shareholder, right, I must make decisions in their interests, not my own. And managerial decisions is a great one. So let's say you're under pressure. You're going through a redundancy program, and your manager, you're in the team, right? You want your manager to act in the best interests of you. And your team manager might really like you. They might want to keep you on. They may know that you have young children who are about to go to school and that this could be terribly disruptive, or that you have, mental health issues. They may know that. And that means they may make a decision in your interests or their own to protect the team rather than the shareholders. Now, okay, when it comes to mental health, you've got HR issues, all the rest of it, and you should act in the interest of self welfare of the employee. Right? But it's a good example. When you're under pressure, that's when agency theory comes under threat. And so if that manager did not make the right decision about, let's say, who to ask to go through the redundancy program, if they did not ask themselves that question with the shareholder point of view in mind, is this best for the growth and the security and the financial return on investments we generate as a company? If they do it for any other reason, they failed in their responsibility. The agency theory has come into play. They've used their own agency instead of that responsibility to shareholders. I like this theory because it's so complicated. Decisions are never that simple. If you're in the public sector, I always think this is interesting. Your shareholders are the taxpayers. Now, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? If every public sector organization said, I make decisions in the interest of shareholders who are taxpayers, the population, and not politicians, what would that do? Yeah, agency theory. Is to make sure we're doing the right thing legally and in terms of financially and prudently, diligently, all those things, and not just acting in our own interest.